And how's it going, guys? It calls me at Uncle, welcome to my channel, and yet again we are here to play DDLC Blue Skies. This is the second episode today because I haven't played for quite a while, so yeah. I'll record 2 episodes today and maybe tomorrow I'll still be able to record. I don't know. So, anyway, let's get right into the video. So, as you do remember, we ended up here. So, let's return. She would never do anything to hurt our friend. She's too good-hearted. It's the reason we respect her so much as a club leader. Looking back at Monica, I notice her still deep in thought. She's using her hands like a set of scales, as if biting her lip. Am I the only person you've asked about this? Yes, why? Keep it that way. We don't want anything going around that Natsuki is having issues in her home life. I know what that's like, and it's bad enough without her classmates knowing about it as well. Wait, she knows what that's like? Is she having trouble too? As if I'm not West Monk continues, this isn't a decision you should take lightly. You'll lose the club and the emotional support from its members. There isn't enough time in our brace to really make that up, so don't expect to remain as close to the club. I winced at the statement. Losing the friends I have made would be hard, even if it's only a temporary measure. On the other hand, there's no telling what will happen to Natsuki if we don't help her. Don't know the details, but if it's bad enough that you're coming to me, then I can make an educated guess. Now slowly and look down at the table. I think your top priority is to help Natsuki though. I know it must be really hard to leave the club, but if it makes you feel any better, it will probably still be around next year as well. Yeah, guess you're right. Well, we don't have much time left, so we'll have to get going. But thank you for listening to me at least. It helped me put things into a perspective a little bit. I'm glad I could help. By all means, if you need any more advice or help, feel free to talk to me about this. Don't hesitate to reach out again, no matter what you decide. Anyway, I've got to attend to something quickly before school, so I'll catch up with you later. Yeah, see you in club, Monica. Monica gets up, leaving me to my thoughts. It's high time I decide. Do I want to give Natsuki my savings at the expense of spending less time with her, working more, and leaving the friends I've made? Or do I keep the money and try to help another way? Keep the money. I don't know how that I really think about it. It might not be such a good idea if I give her all my money. I mean, for one thing, I don't want to treat her like a charity case. Yeah, she'll probably feel like, dude, what? It's that all pity? And plus, it's just not my responsibility to support her financially. I mean, I'm only a high schooler. No, wait, that's not what I meant. That's not what I wanted to do. I do love her, but I'm not even really an adult yet myself. There are probably better ways to handle all of this. Yeah, there are better ways, but still not that. Okay, like it would help if I encourage her to see a therapist or contact the authorities, right? Just giving her my grocery money, I don't think it's going to fix anything in the long run. Yeah, it's not. Honestly, she would probably get mad at me if I tried to do that anyway. Not to mention I would have to spend all my time working to earn more money. That would mean basically throwing away my social life by leaving the club. Sir, Monica, Yuri, the girls in the club are all good friends. They took me in when I needed the most. I can't just let that slide. Sari has been my friend for over 10 years, which just goes to show how long these friendships can last for. We've been friends for years, and now then we would have less problems than Natsuki and I have had 2 months into our relationship. Stop. So yeah, I don't think giving Natsuki money is the right choice. I'll just try to help Natsuki in my current state. Besides, she said that her dad hitting her was just one-time thing. I hope that's true. She knows him far better than I do. And besides, even if he does hit her again, I'm definitely calling the police, even if she breaks up with me. I would rather be single than let her suffer like that. It's decided then. I'm staying in the club and keeping the money. I believe I made a good choice. Oh no. Another day in the Leisure Club. If anything, a sense of normality. normality after all the drama that's been going on. Hey Loki, how have you been? Yeah, not bad. Always nice to be here. That's what I want to hear. How's Natsuki? Natsuki? She's alright. That was a bit of a rough patch, but we worked it out relatively well. Glad to hear it. Anyway, did you bring book for book talks today? Uh, Also, I forgot today was a book talk today. Luckily, I've been reading a really good series lately, so I have a volume on me. I can just share that. Yep, I brought one. Great. Let's get started then. Monica turns to face the rest of the club room. Okay, everyone, it's time to book talks. I see Yuri and Natsuki eyes light up. Yeah, I love book talks. I would have to agree, these book talks are actually quite interesting. This was a good idea. I'm glad everyone likes them. Anyway, we're gonna try something different today. Rather than doing book talks in one big group, I was thinking we could split off into smaller groups. That way people don't have to wait their turn as much. That could work. I guess so. We're not even groups though, there's only 5 of us. Then we'll split off into a group of 2 and a group of 3. I'll decide the groups. Yuri, look and Sayuri, you guys will be back by the closet. Okay, that works. You're with me, Natsuki. Alright. Okay, we'll switch in 20 minutes. See you guys then. I'm thinking things I shouldn't be thinking right now, but still, let's suppose that Monica starts talking about what we just told her. Natsuki is going to fucking end our existence. Yeah, I hate to admit it, but maybe I did a bad choice. With that, we all break up into our groups. Hey guys, how's everything going? I'm doing well, thank you. How about you, Luke? I'm good. Great. So, who wants to be first? Yuri and I exchange glances. It's clear she doesn't want to go yet, so I decide to volunteer instead. I guess I'll go. Yay, Sayuri finally sits down, leaving me the center of attention. So I recently picked up this series called The Ranges of Olympus Moons. It's all about a gang of outlaws on Mars in a distant future. It's without a doubt action sci-fi, but there's some legit political commentary in here. There's a lot of overlying themes about environmentalism and the like. Oh, sounds interesting. It is. I love how the characters interact with each other especially. The dialogue is really playful, but the action scenes are top notch. Action? So there's a lot of violence. Well, yeah, it's essentially space cowboys. Although I'm not one to read action novels, the political commentary you mentioned did intrigue me. I like books that have multiple meanings beyond the obvious theme. Yeah, there's a lot of that in this series. I might just borrow it from you in that case. Yeah, it sounds like a good actually. Who's your favorite character? Definitely Jess, the main character. Oh? The main character is a female. Yep, she's the leader of the Outlaws. Interesting. You would assume a series based around the Wild West would have mostly a male cast. That's what I thought at first. Well, not all animes are based on males. Or mangas, but still, now that I think of it, I never watched an anime that was based on a girl. That was oh yeah, yes, I watched Maid Dragon, a Dragon Maid. I don't know, but yeah. Kobayashi is Dragon Maid. Yeah, she's a girl, so meh. Guess it counts. But how? Nope, most of the main cast is girls. It's bizarre, but it actually works real well. I see. Quite the this version of expectations. Definitely. Anyway, can I go now? Sure, go right ahead. Awesome, I found this one book in the library called Requiem for a Teenage Prodigy. Kuriga Requiem. This reminds me of JoJo Part 5. It's about this high school boy called Kuzuo, who's really good at piano, but then he died in a car accident. Luckily though, there's a medium at this school that he can talk to. So the whole book is about Kuzuo trying to write his own music through the medium. Is it a horror novel? No, it's a comedy actually. The medium Takayuki is really dumb, so there's a lot of scenes where Kuzuo and Takayuki are just arguing about silly stuff. It's actually really funny. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, just assumed it was a horror novel because of the ghosts and mediums and other supernatural things. At least I assume it does. Not entirely sure what else in the book. I'm not finished with it yet. So far though, it's become one of my favorites. Yeah, it does sound pretty cool actually. I like the concept. Agreed, most plots for comedy novels don't typically have the main character. Well, die. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the scenes where he died was actually kinda sad. There's a lot of sad moments in this book, especially when Kuzuo talks about his family. It's really bittersweet now that I think about it. Interesting. It doesn't sound off bad. Might just check it out. What is it called again? Requiem of a Teenage Prodigy. Requiem of a Teenage Prodigy. I pull out the piece of paper and write down the title. There. Okay, everyone, that's 20 minutes. Wait, what? But, Yuri didn't even got to go yet. Really? Maybe we should extend the time we spend in groups. Here, Yuri, let me make it up for you. You're with Sayuri and you can go first. That would be nice. Good to hear. Natsuki and Luke are together. Don't have too much fun. Shut up. Monika giggles and walks off. Yuri, Monika and Sayuri sit down at the desk at the front of the room. Natsuki meanwhile walks over to me and the desk near the closet. Hey, how's your day been so far? Alright I guess. You? It's been alright. So, what book do you have? I found this really good series about a high schooler who's secretly a psychic. Really? Do you have it with you? Yeah, one sec. Natsuki rummages through her bag and pulls out a familiar looking manga. Oh yeah, I've read this one before. It's really good. You get to the end yet? No, what happens? I won't spoil anything, but I guarantee you're not gonna enjoy it. Well, does someone die or something? You'll see. No, of course no one dies. It's a comedy after all. There's a lot of comedies when the people die. Did you not watch Scary Movie? A lot of people die and it's a comedy. It just ends a big cliffhanger. Oh shit. I don't like that animes or manga. I hate them. Already ended on a big cliffhanger. It's been over for a couple of months now. I'm still mad about it ending, but what can I do? Hey, are you paying attention? Huh? What? Natsuki scoffs. I said, do you have any of the other volumes I can borrow? I don't want to waste my money on manga. Yeah, you can come over to read the other volumes sometime. Why don't you ever go to the library, by the way? There's plenty of manga there too. You're joking? I can't check out manga where everyone can see me. Oh, I mean, I guess. Well, that works out anyway. Now I'll get to spend more time with my cute girlfriend. Hey, don't just say that kind of thing in public. Just imagine us ready together alone, apparent inside. You dummy. If you don't want me to tease you, then stop acting so cute. I want to say I love you. I want so bad. But I can't do it here, not in front of everyone, especially not in front of Sayuri. Not after all that's happened. I'll just have to do it later. Alright, everything's finally set. I breathe a sigh of relief at long last. I've gotten everything ready. The table, chairs, dinner, the works. I have to say, I've been learning from the best. I didn't think this meal would come together so well. I hope this works. I had to spend the weeks since Valentine's Day in a constant state of purgatory. But tonight that all ends. For better or worse, I just hope I went about this the right way. The question will be, what wrench will be thrown in the works tonight? Just then I hear a knock on my door. Come in. That will be my favorite girl now. Opening the door, I prepare to greet her with my overly sarcastic dinner served. I can barely contain my anxiousness. It's taken almost a week to put this all together. And as the door swings open, I see Sayuri. Hey Sayuri, how's it going? Why am I getting a sense of deja vu? I know I'm early, but no, it's not a problem. Come on in, make yourself at home. Well, there's that wrench. Sayuri wasn't supposed to be here for another half an hour. If I don't think this through carefully, I'll have a problem on my hands. So you didn't really explain what's going on. You just wanted me over for dinner? Yeah, it's been a while since we hung out. Besides, there's something I need to talk to you about, huh? But I can wait, don't worry, it's nothing bad. More like I need to apologize for something. No need to apologize to me, silly. You've done nothing wrong. Like I said, don't worry about it. Make yourself at home. Sure, is there anything else you need help setting on? Nope, just sit at the table. I need to make a quick phone call. Sure. As she makes her way to the dining room, I hear her ask, why are there three chairs? Is your mom home? Oh no, it's a surprise, like I said, just give me a minute. Oh yeah, the alarm bells are ringing now. Mute my phone, and from Naski, she's only a minute or two away. Thank God. I open the door and step outside in the cold night air, causing the door. Showtime. After several minutes, I see a figure walking down the street. I jog to a few feet over to meet her, smiling all the way. What are you What are you waiting outside for? It's cold. Well, before we go inside, there's something I need to discuss with you. She shoots me a look that makes me start reconsider my choices, not just the ones leading to this moment, but all of them. Okay, for what I can understand now, there are three chairs at the dining table. One for Sayuri, one for this asshole, and one for Naski. If you planned on doing this to reconciliate, boy oh boy, Naski is not the one to do that stuff. Oh well, let's see how it is. I'm well aware of how much Natsuki doesn't like surprises. I'm also aware of how little choice there was in this scenario. Well, I've got something to discuss with you before we go inside. And that would be, so I know that you and Sayuri haven't been on the best terms lately. Natsuki doesn't waste any time jumping straight to an answer I expected her. Don't remember that being any of your concern. In fact, I remember specifically you being the root cause. The building ended in a small frame is palpable. It's my concern because you're my girlfriend and she's my best friend. Don't you think it's reasonable for me to want to see you guys stay friends? Not if you're not going to set boundaries that I'm comfortable with. That's why I want us all to talk today. To get things straight and clear up any misunderstandings. Us all? What do you mean by us all? Take a deep breath before continuing. Well, I wanted to get the two of you in the same room together. For long enough to sort it out. You know where I can mediate. Yep, there's the anger flaring up again. So let me get it straight. You invited Syria up to our date night. Am I the only one feeling deja vu here? No, you're not. This guy is an idiot. Ha ha, what was I expected? What did I expected? Yeah. No, I invited Syria to have dinner with us on something that I specifically told you it wasn't a date. And how is that supposed to make me feel better? Okay, I know how this looks. I'm with you. Really, somehow I don't think you're truly with me if you don't even think. You don't even think you're truly with me if you don't even think I'm capable of handling my own relationships. Come on. You seriously think that you need to mediate my private business with other people? Who are you, some kind of therapist turned hero who needs to save me from my own anger? Naski, you know that's not what I meant. All I want is to help you to start the conversation. I mean, can you honestly say that you've tried to patch things up with her yourself? And who are you to define with my relationship with Sayuri? Look, I know what you said to Sayuri on Valentine's Day about not talking to me anymore. You heard that? I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I just happened to walk downstairs while you were talking. That wasn't my best moment. Upon remembering that fateful conversation with Sayuri, Natsuki seems to deflate with weariness. She heaves a sigh before continuing to speak. Sorry, I know it's unfair to expect you to stop hanging out with your friends as much just because I'm your girlfriend. Well, in my defense, I didn't exactly want that to happen. But I know that I might have made it seem that way, especially to Sayuri. It's not like I don't want you to have any friends, but I just get jealous when I feel like I'm second choice for someone I care so much about. Hey, you're always my number one in my eyes. And I wouldn't say that it's all your fault. You were right in saying that I didn't set proper boundaries to definitely started this whole fiasco by hugging Sayuri and letting her in on our Valentine's date. In fact, that's why I asked you to come over today. It's been eating away at me that you guys aren't as close as you were, and I'm trying to fix that. And to make it up to you, I've taken tomorrow off to spend time with you as an actual date. We can do whatever you want, seriously. Anything at all for you. Just please, please let me fix this. I can't say no to that. Yes, kill them with kindness, as they say. How do you kill someone with kindness? You hug them to death? I mean, that's effective. Before I can celebrate, however, Natsuki puts up a finger. But I will say this, your reasoning for all this stuff was fine, but I'm not happy with how you went over my head to plan out this whole intervention and lie to get me to come over today. You should have just told me the truth and trust that I would listen to what you had to say. It's like a weird invasion of privacy the way you butt into my business. It implies that you know better than I do about what's best for me. Okay, that's totally fair, and I do agree that I shouldn't have lied to you. I'm sorry, I should have thought about how you feel in this situation. Nothing escaped from her lips. It's fine, just don't do it again. Now let's head inside before I can change my mind. Right after you. As I follow her inside, I watch her hang up her coat and walk into the dining room. Even from outside the room, Sayori's surprise is audible. Hey Sayori, I'm glad you could join us for dinner. I didn't realize it was a date night. I'm sorry for intruding. I'll get out of the way. No, Sayori, please stay. As I walk into the room behind Natsuki, I see that Sayori was already risen from her chair and made a fight away for the door, before being stopped by Natsuki's words. Don't want to interrupt, so no, Sayori, we insist. It's been too long. Watch my best friend's eyes dart between me and my girlfriend. Her visible confusion is gnawing away to me. Now that Natsuki brought it up, I realized that I shouldn't have tricked Sayori into coming either. At the time, I didn't see any other way to get the two of them together, but if I could have got Natsuki blessing after having an honest conversation with Natsuki, could have helped convince Sayori too. Not to mention that this must be a nasty surprise for the two of them. Yes, indeed. Sayori, it would mean a lot to me if you just stayed, just for dinner, if you want. You don't have to hang with us after. Sayori eyes plead me for an out. I know how cautious she's tried to be around the two of us, so this must be blindsided for her. Sure, I'll stay for dinner. If it's not a burden. Not at all, please make yourself at home. But it's my home. Barely managed to croak out the words. Natsuki's stare is enough to shut me down. Looks like she's taking it from here. Yeah. The night has gone surprisingly well so far. No one died from my cooking yet, at least. Or from angry pink Harry's Thunderay. Or so I would say that's a win in my book. The good news is, I'm currently walking out with dessert. A tray of cupcakes made and decorated by yours truly. Cupcakes. I'll take a print screen of that. Cupcakes. Kitty cupcakes. Actually, I don't know how they turned out. I was too scared to try one beforehand. I've never tried baking without Natsuki around before, and it was an interesting experience to say the least. Oh, cupcakes. Well, would you look at that? Stole my whole gimmick. Both girls grin broadly at me. I chuckle. Nah, they won't be as good as yours. Besides, you can make cookies too, remember? And don't you forget it. With that, she takes one and bites into it. Series quick to follow suit. Well, can tell whether they are good or not from their reactions. At least it isn't bad enough for them to spit it out. At last, Siri gives me a thumbs up. Natsuki is first to finish her mouthful, so she looks me dead in the face. Looky, serious question. What are they that good? Actually, better idea. Come to the kitchen. I quietly follow behind her. Where is the sugar in your kitchen? Huh? Confused, I grab the sugar from the pantry. Right here. I hold up the clear glass container. Uh-huh. Now, where is the salt? Are you fucking kidding me? So this guy, instead of making cupcakes with sugar, he made them with salt. Are you kidding me? It then dawns on me. No, I didn't. You're pulling my leg. There's no way in hell I messed that up. She's screwing with me. She has to be. They look completely different. I'm not that stupid, I know it. Right? She walks over the pantry, pulls out the matching set for the salt. This here is salt. You don't say. Apparently I have to. The one in your hand, that's sugar. That's the one you put in the cupcakes. At this point I see Siri glance over with a conflicting look on her face. She walks over, takes a piece of the cupcake, shoves it into my mouth. Huh. It's remarkably sweet. Wait. Now that was mean. Watch as Natsuki bursts out into laughter. Siri shakes her head, offering me some more cupcake. Can't believe that. Nat, you were screwing with me. You know how hard I worked on those? I know, I'm sorry. A mischievous grin crosses her face. Consider it payback for what you pulled today. I sick. Can't argue with that, I suppose. No, you don't suppose. You cannot argue with that at all. Siri finally chimes up. That wasn't very nice, Natsuki. I know, but this time he deserved it. No, she's totally right, I deserve that. Heh, let's pull another prank on looking together next time, Siri. We'll turn out into a prank master in no time. Really? That does sound like fun. Really? I've got a lot of ideas for what we can do. Siri beams at Natsuki and the message silently seems to pass between them. But I'll have you known that I'm not beginner to pranks. I used to pull a lot of them into Lucky when we were kids. In that case, you and Lucky should try to pull one on me if you can. Siri nods cheerfully, clearly understand what Natsuki's saying. Leave it to Natsuki to try fixing your relationships in such a roundabout way. But I guess it's not her style to outright say I want you and Lucky to start hanging out again. Don't know if we should be pulling food pranks though. Those cupcakes are so good. No one deserves to have their food made fun of like that. It reminds me of our cupcakes. Haha. It is a recipe. Well, mostly. I've been experimenting a little lately. Just never on my own. Natsuki stops giggling and faces Sayori. He's not as good as me yet, that's for sure. But he's getting there. The night continues with the three of us watching TV until late in the night. I would call that a mission success if there never was one. If there was one. And all it cost was my dignity. Indeed. Your dignity was well served. Let's say like that. Good morning, sweetheart. Mom, it's 9 PM here. Haha, I know. I was just joking around. Anyway, how was your day today? Was school alright? Yeah, my day was okay. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I had a good chat with Siri yesterday though. Good to hear. Hope she's doing well. She's doing just fine. How about you? Any plans for today? Don't really have many, to be honest. I woke up an hour ago and I don't have any meetings until late in the afternoon. So I think some city exploration is in order. That sounds fun. Make sure to bring me a souvenir. Why? So you can add it to that junk pile you call bedroom? I don't think so. Rude. Totally mom's like. I hear mom sneaker on the other hand of the line. I'll have you known that my room is perfectly clean. Lucky for Natsuki, eh? Do you really want to answer no answer to that question? I guess I need to censor this video. Guess I'll have to turn on the censor this time. Yeah. Suddenly I hear the doorbell ring. What was that? The doorbell. What's something doing here? What's someone doing here this late? My voice feels off as I realize I've been in this situation before. Someone at my door late at night. I'm gonna go, Mom. I'll talk to you later. Hey, don't answer that doorbell, mister. It could be dangerous. I know. Alright, call me soon, okay? Yeah, I'll do. See you later. Be safe, sweetheart. Bye. I hang up and put my phone in my pocket. Reluctantly, I walk up to the door and open it. Again. This is getting sick. I'm getting sick of this. Isn't it time already to beat the shit out of that old man? Natsuki, shut up. It was just shut up. Natsuki shoves me aside and storms into my house. I cautiously trail behind her. Should I just don't say anything? Okay, Natsuki sits on the couch with her arms crossed, actively avoiding eye contact. I can almost physically feel how tense the air is right now. Unsure what to do, I stand up and grab a glass of water. Another situation where I don't know what to do or say. Well, you can grab a kitchen knife and shove it up that old guy's ass. I love Natsuki, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I really wish that she didn't have such a prickly side to her personality. Well, maybe it's more like I wish communicated more easily. Well, it's a bit hard to ask for that right now, you know. Hey, she doesn't respond. Listen, Natsuki. I said shut up. I want to talk about it. Hey, why are you snapping at me? All I'm trying to do is help you. Don't want your help. Okay, now I'm starting to get mad. Not one to get angry normally, but the circumstances here are a lot different. I've done so much for Natsuki at this point, and this is how she repays me. Why not? You're my fucking girlfriend. Is what I meant to do. Just don't. I scoff. Alright, fine then. I'm calling the police. Natsuki jumps off from the couch. She goes to the fist as her eyes burn a hole in the wall behind me. Don't even fucking think about it. I'm not sitting by and letting your dad beat you again, Natsuki. You don't want to tell me what happened, so yeah, I'm calling the police. If you call the police, then we're done. Do you hear me? At this point, I don't care. Take my phone back out of my pocket and begin dialing 911. Bruh, why do you always meddle in my life? Cause I love you, goddammit. What kind of boyfriend would I be if I let you get hurt? Natsuki stops dead in their tracks. Once again, silence falls between us. Neither of us dare to say anything. Is she that blind as well? She's that blunt? Come on, stop with that shit you do. You have things to do, don't you? Just Natsuki's eyes wonder if as she's scanning the room. I'm tempted to continue dialing, but for some reason I can't bring myself to. What if she was serious? No, I said didn't care, but that was a heat of the moment's assertion. I care a lot. Now what's gonna happen? I notice that Sayori's expression has softened. Her face is slightly red and her unbruised eye is twitching. Suddenly she speaks. Please, don't. Natsuki's voice begins to tremble, causing all my anger to disappear, seemingly in an instant. She begins to shake afresh, tears rush down her cheek. Without hesitation, I rush over and reach out to wrap my arms around her, but I abruptly stop when she flinches with my sudden movement. Don't touch me. Back up, holding my hands in the air. Okay, I won't do anything you don't want me to. Natsuki slumps back onto the couch, laying her arms around herself. And slowly I settle down to the seat next to her, taking care not to touch her side. Is that it? Yeah, not to touch her. Only Natsuki's stifled sniffles break the heavy silence that lies between us. We sit like this for what seems like an hour, even though realistically it's probably only been a couple of minutes. It looks like Natsuki's finally stopped trying to hold herself back too, as she's now crying waterfalls in her hands. The rush of emotion overcomes me and I find myself crying as well. Can't even begin to describe what I'm feeling right now. Why are you crying? I mean, I know why she's crying, but you don't have to be crying. Come on. You know, I'm not saying this like emotionless side. It's pretty much if you cry while you're trying to comfort someone, you're not doing any progress, you know. Because that'll make them feel like they are hurting you as well with their problems, and they will not ask for help once again. Are you that idiot? Come on. I know what I'm talking about. Kinda. I've been on both sides, and I'm still on one of them. Or both of them. Don't know. Life is a mess. Either way, that's not for you to hear right now. Let's keep going. It's almost as if every single emotion just hit me like a brick. No, not every single emotion. There's one I can easily pinpoint. Fear. I am scared for myself and for Natsuki. This is the most vulnerable either of us have ever been with each other. And I'm afraid of what's gonna happen next. Our sobbing eventually abates and we wipe our tears away. We stare into each other's eyes. Neither of us have the strength to say anything. Normally the tension in the air would have made me uncomfortable, but I'm too tired to care. Natsuki, I'm scared. I know, I'm scared too. Hold me. I smile. Of course. Natsuki crawls up next to me and lets me wrap my arms around her. Try my best not to touch her bruises, but she still squirms a tiny bit. Gently stroke her hair as we both finally calm down. Hey, speak in a hushed voice. We need to do something. Yeah, I know. Don't want him to get arrested. I know, Natsuki, I know. Hold a little bit tighter. But hear me out, okay? I know you love him, and I understand the situation. But you can't keep justifying things like this. You need to train a man. I'm sorry, but it's dangerous. I know. This really isn't okay. Just hard for me to accept it. It's to accept it because he's my dad. I know you're right. Wait, what? She's not arguing with me? You are always right. You were right when I first told you, and you're right now. After going through all this, I can't forgive him, no matter how hard I try. So yeah, we should go to the police. It feels a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Don't worry, we will soon. Not letting him hurt you again. Husky turns away and says, "You say the stupidest stuff, Lucky. Come on, but you like it, don't you?" I hate how I love you so much. Yeah, I'll laugh. Haha. Well, it's what I'm known for. I love you too, Nasky. Love you too, dummy. We hold each other closer. My heart is racing, but from what? I'm not sure. Fear, anticipation, pure adrenaline. Hey, what? Do you want to call now? The police? No, not really. I want to get my stuff from my house first. What about your dad? He's probably out drinking somewhere. If I go in the morning, he won't be there, I swear. If you say so, Nasky. You know your dad's bad. You're that best, after all. I'll trust your decision. Yeah, thanks. Don't worry so much about it. I know what I'm doing. Do you want me to come with you? No. I'm scared he'll try to get you arrested or something if you come inside. Besides, I'm not grabbing much. Just some clothes and manga. Are you sure you'll be alright? Yes, stop worrying about me. But that's what they pay me for. Nasky giggles. You're an idiot. Yeah. Can we stay like this? Of course. I'm assuming you also want to stay the night. Yeah, I can have my bed. Where are you gonna sleep? In my bed. But, oh. I, don't try anything. Of course not. If he tries something, I'll have to censor this shit, so you better not try something, me. Other me. Gay me, I don't fucking know. MC me, that's it. Good. There's a long silence before either of us speak. We just lie there, next to each other. We aren't even cuddling, just taking up opposite sides of the bed. Earlier I considered letting her use my mom's bed, but I quickly shot down the idea. That would be just weird. Granted, this is weird enough, but I don't want her sleeping on the couch, and I don't exactly want to sleep there either. Yeah, why don't we have a spare room? Or a blow-up bed? Literally anything would save me from this awkward situation I'm in. I know most of the guys my age would jump at this opportunity, but I'm not exactly one of them. Not in this situation. At least, at last, some, intelligence strikes up in your brain. I just want to help her. More than anything, I want to do whatever I can to keep her safe. And it feels weird lying in the dark with her, being in the same bed, yet not being able to see her face. Granted, at least that means I don't have to see her bruises. I can still tell that she's awake, as I can practically hear the gears in her head grinding. I know she's bothered by the conversation we had before, but I don't know what else to do. I see, shaking my head slightly. Asking partly notices because she starts talking. Can't sleep either. Nah, too much on my mind. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. I'm glad that you can't sleep either. I mean, not that glad you can't sleep. It's just that it's less weird and lonely if you wake with someone else. Yeah, same. So, wanna talk about what's on the mind? Nah, it would take too long to explain. Well, we've got all night. Let out a half-hearted, clearly uncomfortable chuckle. We do have all night, don't we? Somehow the thought of sleeping next to the girl I love is just making me uncomfortable rather than anything else. Can't quite put my fingers on it, but it's probably related to the situation we're in. I want to protect the girl next to me. Not, you know. Alright, that's a lie. But hey, I'm a teenager, right? Even so, I'm not stupid. I can't keep these thoughts myself for as long as I'm not provoked. Hey, alright, you're moving around a lot. Can't even breathe anymore. Every muscle in my body tenses up. This can't be happening. I feel her roll over to face me. I know this is going to sound weird, but here it comes. The words that will spell my inevitable doom. Are you glad to meet me? I'm a complete loss of words. I take a deep breath. Crisis averted. I hope. Crisis averted for me, of course, because I didn't have to censor any shit. Beep beep beep. Let's go. Wait, no, let's not go. Let's not go. What did happen this night? I'm scared. Mommy, I'm scared. I'm fucked. Yeah. Without opening my eyes, I hit the snooze button on my alarm clock. Those damn things are minions of the devil, I swear. Yawning, I sit up in my bed and very quickly notice Natsuki isn't here. Huh, weird. She insisted on us sharing bed last night, but she's not here? I grumbled to myself as I was looking forward into the early morning cuddling you see the couples do in movies. She's probably in the bathroom or downstairs. I wonder how the visit to the police station will go today. Never been in this situation before, so I've got no idea what to expect. Truth be told, I'm kinda nervous. Ah well, only one way to find out. I stop outside the bathroom door. Morning. Natsuki doesn't respond. Well, looks like she's gonna be downstairs munching on my food. But I'm surprised the kitchen is still empty. It's also empty along with my living room. Huh? So does that mean? Walk back upstairs and record. Hey Nat, you in there? Try to open my door, but it's locked. There's one in here. Where's Natsuki? Pull out my phone and call her. To my dismay, it goes to voicemail after ringing for a couple of seconds. Can't help but feel prickles of fear at the back of my neck. Don't understand this. What happened? Where in the hell could she be? Call her again, but she doesn't answer. A thought pops up in my head. I shake my head as desperately trying to rid myself of it. It doesn't work. The thought only becomes more ingrained in my mind as I've been branded into my skull. Can't ignore the possibility anymore. It's probably just me being paranoid, but I'll just check the front door. It's unlocked. This isn't happening, right? There's no way. In desperate panic, I throw my shoes and the coat and rush outside. Christ, it's foggy. I orientate myself in the mist and run in the directions of Natsuki's house. I'm sprinting as fast as my legs will take me, but I don't feel any pain or fatigue, just worry. Even if I try to focus on my breathing or the aching in my sore legs, that thought launches itself to the front of my mind and I just keep running. It's not possible. Shit, like this only happens in movies and stuff. This isn't happening. I'm just overreacting. I should just go home. What will happen if I'm wrong? She might have gone for a walk to clear her head, right? No, that's not Natsuki. It might be cold, but that's never stopped me before, and she's a lot more stubborn than I am. I have to be wrong. I just have to be. I need to stop before this comes back to bite me. No. The stress is just sitting around would kill me. I need to do this. I need to find her. I need to know that she's safe. Almost there. I can feel the adrenaline-filled blood rush to my brain. I begin to drown out my surroundings. The world around me fades away, lost in the mist. All I can think about is Natsuki. I need to make sure. Even if she went back, it was probably just to get her things right. I know she wouldn't. No, that's what I get for not paying attention. Leave it to me to trip on the rock at the worst time. Quickly inspect the damage. My hands and elbows are covered in blood and street debris. The sight of blood forces me to stop and finally focus, but suddenly the pain hits me all at once, like a giant brick. Ah, damn it. Particularly bad is my left elbow, which took the brunt of the fall. Wiping my hand and on my shirt, I stand up, clutch my elbow and try to stem the blood and press on. That's when I notice police lights shining like lighthouses through the thick ocean fog. Stopped in my tracks. My arm falls from my elbow and blood rushes down to my fingertips, though I can hardly feel the pain anymore. What happened? This is... No way. No. Natsuki's house. No. No. Please God, no. What happened? Did she... Excuse me, sir, you can't be here. The area is off limits. Why are you covered in blood? I'm completely frozen. For some reason I can't bring myself to say a single word. I just stare blankly at the place of the... Hello? Are you alright? I tripped. That looks like a nasty injury. You should sit down. What's your name? Loki. Okay, Loki, take a seat. And take a deep breath. Don't move. I couldn't if I tried. I can feel the more than blood leaving my body now, rolling down the face. But I can't even bring myself to wipe it away. All I can do is stand there looking at his house. I can't even form coherent thoughts anymore. Only one word bursts through black veiled. Naski. Naski? How do you know the name, Luki? Why are you here? What happened? We received a phone call from a neighbor that heard raises of voices and what sounded like a fight. I let my brain start to stutter. I need to know. Raised voice? If you don't mind me asking, how exactly do you know Naski, sir? I need to answer the question. I can tell the officer is getting suspicious, but not one part of my body is responding. I feel a lump from my throat. I choke on it. It's almost unaware that I hadn't been breathing. Try several times to speak, but the veil continues closing over. Even though I've been told nothing, seen nothing, seen nothing, know nothing. About what happens, I know everything. I knew this might happen, and this is all my fault. I find the resolve to clench my fist, praying to every god that I'm wrong. She is my girlfriend. Ah, a remorseful look falls upon the face of the police officer. I'm so sorry. He points over to his right at an ambulance. Is she? Please. I'm far beyond words now. Every fiber of my being has given up. Tell me she's okay. I dread the words the officer will speak next. I don't want to hear it. I can't hear it. I'll never forgive myself for hearing these words. We did what we could. By the time we got here, she was gone. Their dad was hysterical, going on about how it was an accident and that he didn't mean it. You gotta be fucking kidding me, pal. You gotta be kidding me. There was nothing we could do, I'm sorry. For a moment I almost believe him. I want to say that I snapped at that moment. I wish I had been given godlike powers to rewrite time and space, but it wouldn't matter. Nothing matters, not anymore. But the truth is I broke a long time ago. I brought all this pain upon myself. I brought pain to where I did this. There's no way around it. Hey, where are you going? No. This isn't. Why? Dropped to my hands and knees, tears streaking down my face. The world itself weighs down upon me as I cry out every last bit of strength I have. Wait. Don't make this to me. No, the entire world worth isn't anything compared to this. I clench my hands into fists. What have I done? I want to scream. I want to tear my lungs apart. There is a way to save her. I just need to persist. I can't let her. But it's too risky. Fuck. I'm down for it. Right now, keep the money, yeah, because that's the right choice. Let's go. I just have to persist, right? Ugh. Mask, please be alright. For God's fucking sake, be alright. Ugh, my chest is aching. Persist. I don't know, Nasky. I don't want to risk it. Told you I'll be fine. I know. I'm just being cautious. It's not like the police aren't gonna let you get your stuff, though. There's nothing we lose if we do it now. Hey, sorry, I just don't want to take any unnecessary risks. I care about you too much to do that. As long as Natsuki ponders my suggestion, eventually she sinks deeply and starts talking. Guess you're right. My heart can take this game. This game is going to be the death of me. Are you sure they'll let me get my stuff? I'm certain. Alright, I trust you then. Don't call them right now though. I want to stay like this for a little bit. Of course. I'll do it sometime tonight. Okay. Yeah. Without opening my eyes, I hit the snooze button on my alarm clock. Unfortunately, the damage has already been done. With an irritating groan, I blithely stood up and checked the time. It's about 9, huh? I'm up pretty early. Get off bed and head to the shower. The hot water hits my face and turns down my chest, forcefully jolting myself awake. I go through my usual shower routine, silently thinking to myself, showers are the best place to just think to yourself and reflect on everything. Guess that's why they're called shower thoughts. Regardless, I'm certain I'm no short supply on things to contemplate, especially given everything that's happened recently. Where to even begin? The morning after Natsuki stayed at my place after a long talk, Natsuki and I went to the police station. From there, everything became hectic really quick. In truth, it's all a huge blur of questions sitting in a bullpen for hours on end. Don't remember a lot of the specifics. They labeled me as a witness. It was a long day, but in the end, they brought Natsuki's dad in and he ended up confessing to the abuse. Definitely the scariest part of the whole ordeal was when the alternative care service said Natsuki was gonna have to stay at the child care institution as she didn't have any nearby relatives. One of the few things I remember clearly from the day was Natsuki's expression gave me when she heard that. She was scared, and rightfully so too. All the stories I've heard about child care institutions like that haven't really been the best. I wanted her to stay with me, but the police said that she could stay with someone who could act as a guardian. And since my mom is out aboard and I don't exactly want to adopt my girlfriend, as much as annoyed me at the time, I couldn't disagree with their reasoning. Besides, we got really lucky anyway. This really sweet older couple offered to foster Natsuki almost as soon as she noticed it was put out. In a couple of days and a good amount of paperwork for everyone involved later, here we are. Fully washed, I turned the water off and began drying myself off. Man, there are so many bloody dishes, and with Natsuki coming over soon, I should really clean this up. She's been through so much, and I can only imagine how crazy life must be for her. She's living with a new set of parents, her dad in custody. Don't know how she's managed to put on a brave face and soldier through it all. Just like a soldier, keep moving forward. She might be small, but her bravery knows no bounds. Ah, right as I finished with the dishes too. I'm back. And as loud as ever. Oh, shut up. You know you missed me. Can't argue with that, man. Man, it's great to see you again, Nat. Yeah, it's nice to see you too. Natsuki walks over and we share a gentle hug. You can still tell that hugs feel slightly foreign to Natsuki, as the way she embraces me doesn't feel as natural as it does with someone like Sayuri. Still, I'm glad that she's able to give out hugs much more freely than before. Yeah, it's been a while since we've baked something here. Yeah, I've missed it, to be honest. Same. Guess that means we have to bake extra cupcakes to make up for all the time we lost. Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan to me. Just don't expect me to hit a lot of them. I've been trying to watch myself off so late. Really? Yeah, I was stressed eating a lot through a whole transfer ordeal, so I'm trying to be better. That's good, I want you to be healthy. Maybe I should go on a diet too. Is that a joke? Duh. Besides, it's too much work. And anyway, Mayo and Takahiro said I needed to start eating more protein. Nod my head in agreement. Probably best listen them. Yeah. Oh, I've been meaning to ask, by the way. Yeah? How is it been going with your foster parent, I mean? They've been good, actually. They're both really nice to me. It's been a bit hard to adjusting, but they helped a lot. That's a relief. I'm guessing that they've been making you eat. Yes. Takahiro is the chef of the house, but he's really not that good. But I can't bring myself to tell him his cooking stinks. Don't tell him I said that. Tell him Don't tell him I told you that, though. Don't worry, I'm not a snitch. Good. Was thinking about helping Takahiro cook dinner too. Yeah, that's a great idea. Not only would you get to show off your cooking, but you would also get to bond over it. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear everything is going alright. How have you been feeling about all this, though? I'm fine. I did just say I've been eating more. Something tells me that Natsuki not simply just okay. Natsuki, you know what I mean. It's okay to still feel negative emotions, you know, even if her circumstances have changed. Natsuki takes a moment to answer me. It doesn't look like she's trying to hide anything. It's more like she's avoiding thinking about the subject. Yeah, I mean, I went to the station this morning. I paused eyeing her. Why would you do that? I can see Natsuki shrug, biting her lip. I wanted to see my dad. I I reflectively stopped the urge of panic. She's obviously got a good reason, and jumping to conclusions won't be any good for anyone. Why? Can, can I be honest with you? Oh, I don't like where this is going. Really, really don't like where this is going. I miss him. Wait, what? No, he wasn't awful and he hurt me, but he wasn't always like that. He's still my dad. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I can't help him. Can't help it. I'm the reason this happened after all. Not directly, but it's if I hadn't said anything, he wouldn't be in jail. I don't think that I would want to go back to that, obviously. I just wish I could have done something different. He's not a bad person, okay? Wait a bit. He's not a bad person, okay? Take a deep breath. Can't look away from Natsuki's eyes. She's pleading with me to give her a bone. Anything to make her not feel insane after all she's been through. All I can do is smile at her, hoping to convey that I understand. Well, not really understand, but at least I accept what he's saying. I know, I wish we could have done something else. Gone about this a different way too, but that's just how it happened. We can't change the past, as much as I might not want to. I hold my tongue. I can't say I'm thrilled by this revelation. The man beat her senseless. Worse still, it could have gotten worse if no one had intervened. We feel betrayed. All I tried to do was keep her safe, but it feels like she walked willingly back into the lion's den, just to see if it would bite her. I just can't believe what I'm hearing. I close my eyes in an attempt to calm the emotion welling in the deep recesses of my mind. No, if I want to relationship to succeed, I need to trust my partner. Either she's crazy or I am. Though perhaps we both are. But who said that was a bad thing? It's at the moment that I realize something. She's changed the way she talks about him. After everything she's been through, I can't blame her. She's grown so much over the past few months that if you could compare her to the way I met her and now, she would be almost irrecognizable. Yada yada. But I wouldn't change one thing about her. I truly wish we could have resolved her home problems in a better way. One that allowed her to be guilt-free, but that's a fantasy. I know you were upset with me, but I had to. I needed to know why. I can't explain it. And I don't expect you to understand, just I need you to trust me. She looks up at me with pleading eyes. It's time like this when we're so close that I can really feel difference in height and stature. She's tiny like a kitten. Of course I trust you. No need to explain yourself to me. Held her tight, stroking the back of her head, just like like you would to a cat. Thank you for everything. I really do love you. No, I'll always be here for you, no matter what. I love you too. It took a long time for us to finally part. It had only been a few weeks, but it had felt like forever. Hey, yeah? Please don't let go of me, alright? Well, don't. And then what was the nudity about? I don't believe it. This was the end! Yeah, we did it, boys! We did Natsuki's road, and we'll start Yuri's road today as well. I don't know, probably Sayuri or Yuri, I don't fucking know. Either way, now that that's out of the way, and I'm starting to feel tired, let's just end this episode for here, and I'll do another one right away. Probably I'm start with Yuri, because I always start with Sayuri. Then we'll see about that. Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you on the flip side. Goodbye, pals.